Hey everybody, Logan here. Well, at it again. This time testing another controller with a feature that everybody seems to love and want in their new controllers. What is that, you say? TMR sticks. Everybody loves TMR sticks. Well, everybody liked Hall Effect, right? Hall Effect is fantastic, but you know what? We now have the upgrade, which is TMR, and a couple of other features that everybody wants in their controllers and almost seems standard nowadays, which is at least 1000 hertz, right? Well, this company reached out to me. This is actually their third controller they've sent me, and I feel bad because I still don't know how to properly pronounce their name, and that is Beitong? Sorry, but this is a promising looking controller. This is the KP40. You can purchase this on Amazon. They reached out and sent it to me, and I was like, sure, with the features and basically everything that this claims it can do, I said yes. So what are we going to do? We're going to unbox this, test it out, see if it's just as good as it looks. And here we go. This is the KP40. And we're going to call it the KP40 because all the online listings call it the KP40. Why? Because the name is rather long, and it's right here. The Beitong KP40 Intelligent Gaming Controller. Yeah, all the listings call it the KP40, so that's what we are going to refer to it as throughout the rest of the video. Now, if we take a look at this, it is mainly for PC. If you really want to take full advantage of all of its features, you would definitely want to use this on PC, but like I said before, it is compatible with the Switch and Android. So if you're using an Android tablet or TV, whatnot, it's definitely compatible with those as well. Now, one thing I'm going to get out of the way, most of this written on the box is not in English. So I had to do a little bit more research to find out everything about this controller from them. And I'm pretty interested. So if you look at the back, there's really not much here, but we will go over it. It has the name, play better with intelligent controller optimization for performance leap. What? Okay. Latest Beitong HPC and large scale AI model and independent Yunshu processor. I'm sorry, I don't know what any of that means, but there is AI integrated into this controller. Not sure how, and when I was looking it up, it just kind of said AI. I was like, okay, cool. Unleash component potential for a groundbreaking upgrade. Stable pulling rate at 1000 hertz. That's the, what is that, greater than equal to 1000 hertz? With super sensitivity, all-star specs, flagship level control, second gen. Okay, so it's got, if you look at the triggers, TMR technology, optical switches. If I'm not mistaken, that's referencing mechanical. Zero latency, we'll test that. Maximize smoothness for maximum relaxation. Not sure what that means. I'm assuming that means grip feel, but hey. So, and it's got a new D-pad style that has that disc to eliminate misinputs. We'll see. So this controller looks and sounds promising. When I did a little more research, it is 1000 hertz, of course. It has TMR sticks and TMR triggers as well as adjustable rings. So the rings around the sticks make it more like the Vader 4 Pro, so you can adjust the sensitivity and the push and pull of the sticks, which sounds pretty cool. Looks like you have mechanical buttons. There's also an app that allows you to adjust the turbo functionality and macro, as well as lighting effects. But first things first, let's open it up. Okay, that's the whole unboxing. Now, it is giving me Vader 4 Pro vibes, but that's a good thing. The FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro is the most popular, if not one of the most popular PC controllers out right now. So if this is taking a swing for it, can't complain. It looks nice. It's got a clean white look to it, white and silver and gray. I think that's a very nice color option. Everything looks pretty solid. Okay, those sticks feel nice right out of the box. That's TMR, but these are definitely not mechanical. Those are membrane. They still feel nice. Oh wow, significantly looser. Much stiffer. That's actually not bad. I really like that. So yeah, you move it to the right, you spin them to the right, they get stiffer. Spin them to the left, they get a lot looser. So I'm gonna keep them on the right because I like the stiffer sticks. It actually feels better. You know, you feel, to me, usually when your sticks are a bit stiffer, you've got more control. I like to have more control. I don't like them when they're all loosey-goosey, willy-nilly. It's no thank you. Okay, that does feel nice. Let's take a look at the back. You've got two programmable buttons back here, trigger locks. You've got a charge base. Now there is an option for a charge base one. I didn't see that online. I saw it on their website through the trailer. They have a trailer, as you've seen, that has a charge dock. This one does not come with it, but it does support it. And then if you look down here, we've got USB dongle, Bluetooth, Nintendo Switch, and app. So you can go back and forth with that switch, so that's not too shabby. Two level. Oh, okay. That's really good. That's a big difference. All the way down. It's like 3/4 full. Yeah, I'd say that's about a 3/4 lock. So it's about a quarter pull. That's nice. To be honest, I'm glad that the triggers aren't mechanical, because as much as you pull them, that's one thing I've noticed in a lot of controllers that have mechanical triggers. As much as you pull them, they can get really loud. And I don't necessarily think it's a positive, but hey, there are a lot of people that like it. They like that mouse click. Me, see, again, we're at the mechanical face buttons. That's a positive or negative depending on who you are. I think mechanical's great, but I think membrane is just as good, especially liquid membrane. They last a very long time, and you can get latency just about the same. But mechanical is definitely the way forward. That's what a lot of people are using. There are different options out there. I think this is a solid option. I like that D-pad. I wish the Xbox Series X had this style of D-pad. It's a bit floatier, but it's not as clacky. This one does have that click, but there's something, I don't know, I call that Xbox Series X D-pad clacky because of how loud it is and the sound it makes. This one is softer and not as loud, but still mechanical, and it's got, I don't know, I do like that one. I think that's a nicer option on the D-pad. You can see how it has the floaty D-pad. Let's see if we've got any power. Okay, so we got a little bit. This is where the lights are going to be. So you can adjust those through the app. If you download the app on your PC, you can do all the macro settings and color options as well back here and whatnot. All right, so this is a solid controller. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels, how do I explain this? Maybe the term, maybe I'm using a little too loosely, but I call it a workhorse feel. Like, it doesn't feel like something you're gonna break or drop and it just shatter all over the place. No, it feels solid. It feels comfortable in the hand. It feels like it will last for a long time, but it doesn't feel like ultra premium like a Elite Series 2 or something like that, where it's made out of all the highest end titaniums and alloys. And no, it doesn't feel like that, but it still feels solid and well built. I don't know, it feels nice in the hand. The grips are nice. You don't have any textured grips on the back, you got textured on the side. That's okay. It's not rubberized. You got a smooth yet textured face, so that's okay. It's not one of those where it's gonna attract finger juices or whatever you want to call it. Yes, I think I'm gonna trademark that, finger juices. I think this is solid right out of the box. Nice impressions. So, you know what we have to do now. Let's test it. Here we go once again at controllertest.org. It's where I test all my PC controller latency, inputs, and all that other good stuff. So just like every other controller I test, we're going to be checking the minimum, max, and average latency for all your face buttons, sticks, and triggers. And well, let's get started. Alrighty, now that we've gone through that, I normally do about 30 some odd button presses for each one, as long as it's the face buttons, the D-pad, and the triggers, the ones that are most used. Otherwise, the start menu buttons, not so much. So, yeah, this is one of the best in terms of latency I've seen in a while. The average for a lot of the big name Hall effect / TMR stick controllers lately have been around that 2.5 to 3 millisecond, usually ranging in about 3 milliseconds for the average latency. But these face buttons, 2.5 milliseconds. That's amazing. That is impressive. Yeah, I bet you're saying, oh, but it's only 0.5 milliseconds. Depending on what you're playing, that can make a big difference. That's fantastic. If you look at the minimum latency, you're still looking at that just 0.5 millisecond, with as high as 0.6, but yeah, at as low as 0.4, but so we'll say 0.5. Max latency is still pretty low, with the lowest being 4.8, with it looks like it's averaging about 5.2 milliseconds, with the highest being 5.4 milliseconds. But the average is definitely around 2.5. That is fantastic. The bumper buttons are 2.7 to 3, so we'll probably say that's about a 2.9, 2.8 and a half. But still very, very good. The triggers, okay. What I did with the triggers, the right trigger was no trigger lock. The left trigger was trigger locked. So yeah, not much of a difference at all. The minimum speed latency, I guess you could say, for the right, a little better, but again, this is a brand new controller right out of the box. Things can change. The averages, the minimums, and the maximum can change over a course of the lifespan of a controller. So that is still very, very good. Select and start, back, and whatever you want to call them, the start and select buttons, 2.5 to 3.1. Cool, no problem. They're not used in action, so it's really not that big of a deal, but it's nice to see that they are that fast. The left stick press was pretty impressive, as well as the right stick, 3.1, 2.5 respectively. So you're looking at about, I would say, what is that, 2.8 on average, which is really, really good. I'm not sure why the left stick has a bit higher latency than the right. Sometimes that happens. Maybe it's the way it was just implemented on the board, don't know, but still, that is very quick. D-pad, you're looking at, on average, up seemed to be the slowest, with the other ones sitting at around 2.6. Not sure why, but again, look, if you're looking at 3130 counts, so not too shabby. That's still really, really good. If you're playing a fighting game, that D-pad might be a solid contender. Wow, okay, I'm impressed. Let's see how it feels while we're playing. Here we go, testing on Exo Primal like always. People ask me why I don't play other games. Why? Because I know this one like the back of my hand. I've been playing it day in and day out for, well, almost 2 years now. And what I did right before I started was I adjusted the rings to mid sensitivity, so they're roughly about the same. So that's going to be like, I guess you could say, right down the center. So it feels really nice. It's a little looser than I like, so let me stiffen. Okay, that's better. That's better. I was hoping I'd time it. There we go. It feels really good. The controller feels great. Okay, I've got one with locks, one without locks. Let's put locks on both of them. Alrighty. Feels really good. I'm not feeling any delay or lag or any kind of button or stick issue. Fantastic. I do love that.
Danger at marker 1.
So oh, that's nice. The back buttons already come pre-mapped to the
Moving to marker 1.
the right stick and the left stick button click ins. So that is nice. So they do come pre-mapped. So if you want to, you can download the app and then adjust it as well as the lighting. So that's pretty cool. You can also see your dead zones and all that other good stuff. You can adjust whatnot, everything to your liking. But this feels great. I mean, I can't complain at all about this controller. I like how it takes pretty much everything people ask for and puts it in a, well, a very user-friendly package right here. I do wish for the price that it did come with the dock, because you're seeing a lot of other controllers for this price point come with the dock, such as the 8-Bit Do Ultimate and GameSir Cyclone 2. That's my only gripe about it. But for a $70 controller, I think it is really nice. That doesn't mean you can't get it on sale or whatnot, but if you go on Amazon as of recording, it's sitting at $69.99. And I think this is a good controller for all that it features. I do like it, and I think this is a solid PC controller. You can't go wrong. You've got your 1000 hertz, you got your TMR, you've got your wireless and wired functionality, you've got compatibility with PC, Switch, and Android. Solid build, and it's got the adjustable sticks, which are fantastic. I can't gripe about anything besides the whole docking thing. That's just because I'm comparing it with other controllers that have, well, that same feature for this price tag. That's the only complaint I have. I think this is a very nice controller, has some great latency, and yeah, great compatibility. What do you guys think? I think this is a nice, really good controller. I can't wait to see how it stands the test of time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Tell me what you think of the KP40. And thank you, Beitong, for sending me this controller. I greatly appreciate it, and I am definitely impressed. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.